sick and tired of loose rap.
Nah. Yeah. For the 01. I know you can't come better than that. So you can kill all your loose rap. Baby girl.
How many times I tell you don't come to me? Don't come in all of that jealousy, 'cause you got envy. Don't hate me, baby. Smack behind the back, and when you see me, you try to come up and talk to me. I'm not saying nothing. I know you could better.
Don't ever doubt you'll be someone. Always go for what you want. Get up and put your purpose on. Get up, feel the sunshine on your face. Believe that you deserve it all. Put in the work and you will end up far. This is my show and tell. So tell me, are you ready to get it on? So tell me, yeah. So tell me, are you ready? So tell me, are you ready for me? So tell me, are you ready? Tell me, are you ready? Don't get it twisted. Don't misuse it. What's your problem? Let's resolve. You got issues. I got issues. But I know I missed you. Hey, yeah. What's up, y'all? It's Lawrence Hicks Wilson. Look, let me just stop setting up right there. And we about to talk about Aaliyah. The Red album. Happy anniversary. If y'all can't tell by what I was singing just now. And the album in my hand. All of the pictures that you just seen on the wall. Let's get into it. The first single off of this album is We Need a Resolution. May 15, 2001. Speaking of May 15, 2001, hold that thought. Because I should be holding all the records in my hand. We Need a Resolution was the first single released off of Aaliyah's self-titled album in 2001. May 15, 2001, we got We Need a Resolution. And July 17th, we got the album. Now, the last time we heard from Aaliyah, I believe it was from the Romeo Must Die soundtrack, and Try Again was extremely popular. If you don't know that song, it's been a long time. We shouldn't have left you. And that was actually a bonus track on the Japan and a few of the international versions of Aaliyah album, which I have. And I have a few versions and a few more versions I want to get. Also, Are You That Somebody, which I also have. Just wanted to point that out. That was the last time we heard from Aaliyah, and then we got Try Again, Romeo Must Die, her working on many movies like The Queen of the Damned and The Matrix, and then we get the Red album. Boom. What a way to start an era, right? Obviously, this is my favorite Aaliyah album, and I was having a conversation on which album is the best. Is it One in a Million or is it the Red album? And I could not decide. At first, I said it's the Red album, but I ended up saying One in a Million because when people reference Aaliyah, they reference the One in a Million era, which is why I'm wearing this jersey, as you can see, from the MTV basketball game that she had, the celebrity basketball game, amongst many other celebrities. The reason why we're going to reference One in a Million is because that's the sound that we most connect her with, being the Timberland and the Missy Elliott sound, the look with the low-riding jeans and the spaghetti strap around her tummy, the Tommy Hilfiger, the swoop coming in. She wore the swoop more during the One in a Million era, but she kind of wore glasses all the time and kept her face covered with glasses, if you will, for her first album. But by the One in a Million, and definitely by the Aaliyah album, she was sporting that when I look. Starting out, we have We Need a Resolution coming in and track 1. Listen. I'm tired of we don't need to play that anymore because I don't want YouTube to copyright me. All right. But yes, that is the perfect way to start off an album. You start it off either with the first single or the track that's gonna get you on your feet and dancing the most, I feel. And even though there's so many tracks that get you on your feet. I mean, it would give it away. But One in a Million, why I keep saying One in a Million, We Need a Resolution is the perfect way to start off an album. Then we have Loose Rap, which I heard was like Aaliyah's like diss back to another artist that dissed her for no reason, but all of y'all can go through the archives and look through that. But Loose Rap, I love how that starts. I love how her and Static Major gets together. It's just, Aaliyah can have chemistry with anybody. It just seems like she works well with any producer or any writer. She can just find herself and gel in perfectly. Because she has special chemistry with everybody that she's worked with, from Timbaland and Missy Elliott, her first album, and, you know, Static Major. She's worked with Diane Warren. She's worked with so many people, and it just seems like it fits every time. I've never been disappointed with the Aaliyah track. Speaking of which, there's a rare Aaliyah track that just crossed my mind. Before the One in a Million album came out, who remembers the Are You Ready song? That is why I low-key entitled my theme song Are You Ready, because I was constantly listening to her first album and the song in between her first album and her second album going into One in a Million. And it just so happened at that same time, Black Brown released all her music again. And I was like, that is so crazy. So, yeah. But yeah, so Loose Rap, that's track 2. Track 1, you got We Need a Resolution. So let me not ramble here. Let's focus. Track 3. Before we get into track 3, I just want to share some personal memories with this album. I remember when this album first came out and it hit the streets, I was extremely young. I was a baby. However, I have great memory. So my mom, I don't know where she got it from, but she had a flyer, a radio card, and it was promoting We Need a Resolution. And it had this picture right here. It has, it was in color. It didn't have the red filter on it. And it also had the picture on my door. And it also has the We Need a Resolution picture in there again. It was a CD single that came with it that my mom had, and I believe it was this one, because this is the one I remember. That's why I rebought it. I like to rebuy stuff from my childhood just to keep the inner child alive. So you have to. So this is what I remember, and I also remember that card, and I just remember her being a big deal. So that's my special memory with Aaliyah's first self-titled album coming out and her coming back. So, speaking of which, we're going to segue into Rock the Boat. Rock the Boat, that was one of the songs that I used to sing all the time. Now, that is a perfect track. Now, we just spoke about Loose Rap. I'm sick and tired of the loose rap. And that goes straight into Rock the Boat. Now, my mom used to always make me sing this song. Let me pause that because I don't want copyright problems or anything like that. But I remember my mom would play this album, and this was a song that she played over and over because my sisters loved it so much. And I guess she just caught me singing it in the back of the car one day, and then she was just like, okay, she would turn down the music so she can hear me sing, and then she would go ahead, don't stop singing. And then there were so many times where we had like family functions, and she would be like, you know, my son, he could sing. You know, he'd be like, yeah, let me show you, let me play, put that Aaliyah on. And she would put Rock the Boat on, and she would be my backup singer and sing, boy, you know you make me float. And I would sing the lead. And it was another song from this album that she would sing and that she adored. But my mom had this album. I loved it and played it so much every time I went to see her. She just gave it to me. She was just like, here, you look, here. One day she just gave it to me like, you can have it. So I still have her copy, which is this one. She gave me this copy. So this is my mom's original Aaliyah copy, which came with the DVD. She had multiple copies. She had the standard and she had this one. But yes. So Rock the Boat, that was a song that she used to always make me sing. And she, on a good day, I feel like I can still maneuver in it and sing the song like how I used to when I was a kid. And that feeling just brings back the memory of what I felt like when I fell in love with Aaliyah and singing. So yeah, Rock the Boat, which has a wonderful video to it. We Need a Resolution also has a great video to it. Let's just imagine Loose Rap did, but it didn't. But Rock the Boat has a video to it. It was actually it was supposed to be the third single, but it's technically the third single because in order, it's We Need a Resolution, More Than a Woman, with if you check the dates, and then it's Rock the Boat. But as far as videos, we got Rock the Boat right after, not right after, but after We Need a Resolution. So that second video, but third single. Yeah, that's a whole nother rabbit hole, and we're not gonna go down that today. We're gonna focus on the beauty of the music and how it lives forever. So track 4, we got More Than a Woman. Oh my God, so many memories with this song. So many memories. Look, look, look. Don't copyright me, YouTube. Don't copyright me. Passion, it's done. Sweat beats, feel me. Cupid, shy me. Heartbeats racing. That was a remix. See, I was singing, and that's original. That's my voice. It's a remix. This is for educational purposes, no copyrights. But More Than a Woman, I have so many great memories with this song as well. I remember my brother had this girlfriend, right? And my mom was moving, and the house was kind of empty, so we had a lot of stuff in boxes. And he brought her over. And I feel like he was obviously, you know, bringing her over, trying to, you know, show her around, make her feel comfortable. But for some reason, I took a liking to his girlfriend, right? I don't know, has anybody ever had this experience with their older brothers, you know, and their girlfriends? And I wanted to impress her. Man, I wanted to impress her. Imagine this little kid, and then you have this grown up woman, basically, and my brother who's grown up, and I'm trying to impress her. So I decided to dance to More Than a Woman. The foreshadowing, I know, the foreshadowing. Let's focus. I decided to dance and sing to More Than a Woman, and I made my brother pick me up so I can pretend I was doing the Matrix and doing Matrix dance moves like it was my music video and stuff like that. Woo! I know. But More Than a Woman, More Than a Woman. Great music video. I always, first of all, again, we see Aaliyah on the motorcycle. The first time we seen her on a motorcycle was probably the One in a Million era. So, and she's from Motor City. So that's why we associate those things with Baby Girl. And it was just like a full circle moment seeing her on that motorcycle and perform in the headlight, the dance moves, the white jumpsuit, the pompadour, ponytail, baby fat, the gear, I could look like I could have been in that video. Look, I look like I could have been in that video. But you have a lot of cameos in there from the DJ, Kidada, and her sister. Great, great, great video. Very bittersweet, but great, great, beautiful video. It would have been amazing if they would have just shot one more video that same day. I know she would have been tired. No, look. Man, it would have been cool if we got one more video. Come on, right? But More Than a Woman, the second single, but the third music video. So, track 5, we have Never No More. So,
I gave it all to you with no questions asked.
first of all, the beat, the way she's coming in, she just comes in singing, and you can feel the passion and the dramatics coming from her. So you know this is a situation that's extremely serious. So this is a song that I remember my mom singing her heart out to when the album would play as we would take car rides, and it was just that she just loved the theme of a woman telling this man, I'm not going to allow you to put your hands on me anymore, and I'm going to walk away strong. I don't know, my mom resonated with that song so much, and I remember her singing along very passionately when this song came on in the album. Never no more. So after that, you have I Care For You. Now, another memory that I have with this song, my sister Danielle, I remember one summer we was with her god sister, my sister Calvana, and we were in LA, just going around town. My mom was moving, and she was taking care of a lot of business, so she dropped us off one day to just have us hang out somewhere so she can take care of business. So we were hanging out with my sister and both my sister. And my sister Calvana, it seemed like her friends were invited over to this apartment, or we went to this apartment. And we all sat down, and it was me, my baby sister, and my middle sister, Lashani, who's also a singer. And they were like, oh, what do y'all do? Y'all got any talents? And then my sister Danielle, of course, puts me on the spot. And I remember, this is when I started to notice I had stage fright. So she called me up to like this little seat, the bar stool, because they had like a little bar area in the apartment. She set the bar stool area right there, and she tried to get me to sing one of Aaliyah's songs. She's like, you do it in the car with mom all the time. But I remember, I think it was I Care For You that she was trying to get me to sing. But I remember it was one of those summers, and it just takes me back from being so young and just, you know, so you got to keep those things alive and remember so you can keep going. So I Care For You, a gorgeous song. A fun fact about this song was actually recorded in 1998, or it was, no, it was probably 97, because the album One in a Million had just been released and was also already pressed. So they couldn't add the song to any new pressings that were going to repress the album or anything like that. So she said, Aaliyah, in an interview, that she wanted the album to be on One in a Million originally. It was a gorgeous song, she said, and it ended up being on the Red album, which really made this album, I mean, just, it's another standout track from this album, and it just goes so well with this album. So everything kind of happens for a reason. But I love it. I love I Care For You. And this is another song that my mom used to sing in the car very passionately, especially at that end when Aaliyah hits that note and it goes into that echo. My mom was so passionate, she would even sing the echoes. She had that breath control. My mom she was everything. She's everything. So she definitely someone that I was just gazing on as a performer and as a singer. You know, she would always sing at church and do plays and stuff like that. And she did some acting and stuff too. So she was like my first diva to watch one-on-one up front. After I Care For You got the slamming. I just love that. I just love it. Look. Don't copyright me. Don't copyright me. Look. He's too good for his own shoes. Nothing rude, but way too short for me. So Extra Smooth. This is a track that I played on repeat. I remember as technology grew and we all got like MP3s and iPods, this was a song that I had on repeat because I liked to take long walks. I would walk everywhere. I would walk to the next city if I could. I would walk everywhere and play this album on repeat in CD players, MP3s, whatever I could find. Man, when I tell you I had Extra Smooth on repeat, I remember I had this MP3 player that every time I turned it on, it would turn back like on the song that you play like the most. Like even if I was listening to a whole nother song, it always, like, you could choose. So I remember I chose Extra Smooth, like, okay, every time I cut my little MP3 on, it's gonna be playing on Extra Smooth right on that part. And it played on the bridge. So that part, man, that I must have rewinded that part so many times to try to catch those harmonies, if you know what I mean. How many of y'all feel the same way and has done the same thing? Man, when I tell you, y'all don't know. Y'all, man, if you've never heard this Aaliyah album, or if you just didn't get into it, take a second listen. A third one. A fourth one. Coming right after. You have to come in strong with Read Between the Lines, right? Now, the thing that I like about this song, a lot of different things. I'm gonna break it down for you. That right there, the beat, it sounds like it's like a salsa beat. That the beat, and I like the sassiness. She's telling a guy without telling a guy. Like, I really like how she grew up on this album. It was no longer like, you know, if your girl only knew. It's like, okay, listen, buddy. And, you know, I know my worth. I can just walk away from this situation while you think you a big shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was really talking her ish. Some people think she was talking about somebody or some rapper. That's another rabbit hole for another video. But yes, Read Between the Lines. The lies are getting told. Look in his eyes. Read between the lines. Lies are getting old. I'm telling you. That song is the jam. I really like how she's singing on the bridge. I really like Static Major's vocals right behind her. Their vocals really complement each other, if you ask me. Put you back on the line. You wasted enough time. I had to open my mind. I'm telling you, listen to the album, y'all. Okay, so You Got Nerve. It's another one of those sassy grown-up tracks by Aaliyah, which I truly enjoy. This is the perfect album to play in a car ride, a long car ride, You know, you drive to the city, you got an hour or so to go, 2 hours maybe. This is definitely one of the albums you got to play on the way to your destination. I'm just saying. You got nerve. A lot of these tracks were produced by Static Major, written by Static Major, demo by Static Major, Timbaland. This one, I believe, is another Static Major, but Sean Garrett is a producer on here with Lose Rap. Sean Garrett with Rock the Boat, Tim Mosley, Timbaland with More Than a Woman, We Need a Resolution, Never No Mo, Sean Garrett, I Care For You, Missy. Thank you. See, I was like, there is something missing from this album, but it's not. There is Missy's, because like, even though this is not 1 in a million, and people were expecting this to be like a 1 in a million 2.0, like with every song being with Missy and Timbaland, we still got both of them on this album. So it's still reminiscent of them with growth with other people, and I feel like that's how it's supposed to be. But artists get penalized for this. I feel like Brandy got sort of penalized because they felt like, oh, Full Moon should be all Rodney Jerkins, and it's like, you know, some of, like, a good chunk of it was, and the rest of it was, you know, Mike City and Warren Campbell, other people, and that's good, you know. So yeah, Missy on that I Care For You, Extra Smooth, Sean Garrett. Read Between the Lines, Sean Anderson and Sean Garrett. You Got Nervous, actually by R. Stewart. I don't know who that is, but Eric Seeds, I know who that is, and B. Bush. What's up, B. Bush? Yeah. So that's what's up. Track 10, you got I Refused. This is a gorgeous song. Again, just like Never No More. So many memories with this song. I remember my mom had a friend that she was in college with, and she asked to borrow my mom's CD because she wanted to do a dance to this song. Shout out to you, girlfriend. Shout out to you. I remember you. I have great memory, and we have pictures with her too. I remember my mom, again, passionately singing to this song. All of the songs for, you know, that was empowering women, my mom resonated with them. So this is definitely an empowering album for women, especially when it comes to like those themes and key factors to songs. So I refuse to cry about a situation or let a situation bind me and bound me, or to make me feel weak or cry. No, you know what I mean? Everybody's coming out strong, you know, with these messages. So I'm definitely feeling that. So this is definitely another song that my mom would sing passionately in the car rides with us. Man, oh man. So I refuse. Look at this. Look at this gorgeous shot of Aaliyah. Iconic. And this is what we would do. We would listen to the album, look through the album booklet, look at the pictures, and these were the things that we identified with and made memories with. And this is something that artists are doing that I see that they're doing again now. Like, you know, they're doing it, and I'm gonna be a part of it too, because I've always wanted to have my music on physical music, because it's about that memory. It's more than just having the digital access to it for your convenience, but it's nothing like actually playing that body of work and holding it while you're listening to it and looking at it tangibly, physically. It's like you're making a deeper connection with it like no other. Like, y'all, man, I can't describe what my mind did the first time I opened this album and saw that picture. Man, we were trying to recreate the pose. Do you hear me? This was my wallpaper on a lot of stuff. Y'all remember the PSPs, man? I was too young to function on that PSP, but I had one. Okay, someone gave it to me, and this was my wallpaper amongst Brandy and other things. But yes, It's Whatever. Speaking of It's Whatever, another gorgeous song.
It's whatever.
Gorgeous song. I just love the bells, the chords, the everything. Just her soft, angelic, hummingbird type voice. The piano, it sounds like a little children's piano in the back once the beat starts to play. It's just one of those, you know, she's like really passionately talking to her dude or whoever she is with at the time, you know, like it's anytime and anywhere. It reminds me of like the anytime, any place type theme with Janet. Speaking of Janet, this was the album that we could have possibly gotten a Janet Jackson duet with, and possibly Toni Braxton, because I remember Toni Braxton had some documents that was trying to get Aaliyah as a featured artist and some samples created of her. So yes, I have those albums over there too. Toni Braxton's The Heat and Janet Jackson's All For You. I have it over there, so let me know if y'all want me to do that retrospective. But yes, that's what it reminds me of for some reason. Coming in after that, I Can Be, written by Tank. I love this song. I love this song. First of all, this is the image I think of. It's the darkness, the anime, the alternativeness, the guitar, the rock. You know what I mean? Just you know what I'm saying? And then at the end it has that little, it just has that it's an all grown up Aaliyah, and I think this really pioneered music for a lot of the alternative R&B girls, like, you know, Rihanna and so on and so forth. Anybody that's ever experimented with rock and R&B in the early 2000s post Aaliyah, you know, after. However, I think she was the one that kind of like, not even pioneered it, because I'm sure many other artists has done that, and female artists, but she kind of like was trailblazing it in the early 2000s for the sound that was being saturated at that time. This was not something that was being pushed. So I know one day I'm going to want to experiment with that too in my own way. So, you know, I encourage everybody, creators, come up with your own stuff and just be creative, because, you know, you can come up with stuff like this. So it really, like, I still got that, like that fire, like, ooh, I want to play with so many different elements when it comes to music, because, man, you can mix so many genres and so many things together. You never know how it will come out and how it will sound. First of all, I like the context and the content of the song, even though it's not something, I don't know if I would, I don't know. It's not something I would like up and just jump to do. I don't think anybody would, but it is one of those things that happens in life where you know, I guess you hook up with somebody, or you seeing somebody and they got somebody, and you're okay with being the one on the side, as long as, hey, I can get you when I call you and I'll send you back on your way. I'm not trying to be with you like that. I'm just trying to get a little piece of you and be on my way. That was very bold of Aaliyah, you know, especially coming from someone so soft-spoken, if you will. But Aaliyah has always had like an edginess to her, if you ask me. So I Can Be, I really like that title. So yeah, shout out to you, Tank. Those Were the Days. What's Tank's real name, y'all? Help me out. It's slipping my mind. But that's because I'm thinking of Aaliyah right now. But it says D Babs. That's him. Yep, Those Were the Days. Sean Garrett, R. Stewart, E. Seats, Eric Seat. Those Were the Days. Oh my God. I just remember my aunties at my godmother's house singing this song. Oh my God. My godmom Lisa. Oh my God. My auntie Ree, auntie Tanya. Oh my gosh. And they definitely loved this album when it came out, as a lot of people did. My my godmom Lisa, she had the cassette. That's why I have it in my lap, because I was like, one day I'm gonna buy the cassette version, and I think she still has hers. And this is actually the reprinted version. That's why it's a little more redder, if you ask me. But the original tape, like I just love how you can see the quality difference when albums are reprinted or repackaged, if you will. Because I think I have another Aaliyah album over here that's been repackaged. It's sitting over there. It's sitting over there, and it's still in the plastic. I'm not gonna open it. But yes, Those Were the Days. I love how that song starts off. And you have What If, another one of my favorite songs. I remember being in the garage, summer, it's hot, playing in the water, a puddle of water, pretending to be in a music video, in my rock music video, splashing water everywhere like it was aphrodisiac before aphrodisiac came around, and lip singing to this song as my mom was braiding my sister's hair. My mom and my sister just looking at me like, just look at him go, just look at him go. Because every time I heard this album, I just felt like, oh my God, I want to sing, I want to perform, I want to, you know what I mean? It just enhanced and emphasized all the things I wanted to do. Like, Aaliyah was like one of those people like I wanted to emulate too, as far as her dancing style, her singing style, all those things, along with many other artists, you know. But Aaliyah, man, that what if, it's just like the I Can Be song, mixing the rock, mixing all of those different elements of music, hip hop, R&B, mixing those things together, gelling them together. And Aaliyah can just pretty much do anything. So what if, again, she's aggressively talking to this guy, like, what if I did all the things that you've done to me? You know, you go out and you let girls hang up on you and hug you and kiss you, but if a guy did it to me, you flip. You know, it's singing about those double standards in relationships. And you know, as you know, one can go through, it just shows growth. It just shows growth. And this version of the album, it has the hidden track, Messed Up, which the repressed albums that came out in 2021 does not have. And that's why buying multiple versions and buying physical albums are important, because I know what they're gonna do one day. They're gonna release it as a single on Apple Music. Oh, Aaliyah messed up, and it's probably gonna have a basic single cover, probably this, or you know, that picture, the I Care For You cover. They're not even gonna put no efforts into the single cover. They're gonna do something whack. But the point is, it's better to actually get the album, the physical album that has the hidden track on it, to get the whole full experience. Or they just might upload that version with the hidden track on it to Apple Music. But yeah, when they do that, yeah, it's whatever. But nothing compares. Just nothing compares. But yeah, man, so many things I can say about, so much more I can say about this album. It's definitely growth. It's definitely growth from her first album to her second album to her last album. Y'all let me know in the comments what's your favorite Aaliyah song off of this Red album. And what's your favorite Aaliyah album? And I have a few Aaliyah singles and a few other things by her. And if you want me to do them, you know what I'm saying, let me know. I even have an original copy of her first album. Look, 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 look. See the first one? Can y'all tell them what the difference is? This is the repressed version. And no, it's not sun bleach, darling. It's just, that's just the color scheme. That was the color scheme of the 90s. This is more realistic. Look what they did. Look, they made me so mad. Basic. 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 This one actually got the picture on it. This one. Like it's supposed to. See? This is why you gotta have multiple versions. Oh my God, I'll see y'all in the next video. I had so much fun talking about this. Please subscribe to my channel and download my newest EP, Open Up Your Heart. And check me out. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.